We need peace, we choose freedom. We need peace, we choose freedom. There was a nation living in peace and unity. Yeah. They are people with love and harmony. Oh, yeah. They saw greatness rise up to its purity. With another people of different culture, a different heritage, bias and oppressive. Oh, I see. A nation from trigger of Africa, rising with strength and might and power. In due time, nobody gonna oppress us. Rather, you all gonna embrace her. With your flag, with your flag, with your flag, with your flag. Oh yeah. Let the tears of our mothers who lost their children be heard. Let the blood of our heroes speak from now till forever. Let the whole wide world know Biafra is our home. Oh yeah, Biafra is our home. Oh, it's my home. Yeah, Biafra is our home.
I reminisce way back 1967. Death toll on the blood couldn't count them even. Mama screaming, child squealing, pops on the ground. 2.5 years, over 3 million's gone. Why? Cause we asked for our freedom, and we're going back to our sovereign kingdom. They shut us down when we cried, the world said nothing. Sitting back in the crib, watching our suffering. Should I talk about the planes dropping shells like rain? Suka had the first taste of our heroes' blood. Abagana Zobuni wave was stronger than flood, but the juke is too strong and fought them off on the chart. Thought the bloodshed's gone, then it came again. 216 and the massacre, it started again. So bloody name, I couldn't cry tears. Blood dripping down my eyes, water in my veins. We died trying to fight the cause and we're trying to break him. It's our freedom, but the world was against us.
Wave your flag over Africa. Welcome people of Biafra. Wave your flag over all the world. See those people of Zion is here.
It is the nation that the Lord has chosen for the people of Zion. It is the nation that the Lord has chosen for the people of Zion.
We need peace, we choose freedom. We need peace, we choose freedom. Yeah. Let the tears of our mothers who lost their children be heard. Let the blood of our heroes speak from now till forever. Let the whole wide world know Biafra is our home. I see a rising sun from Africa. Oh, this is time of victory. Oh, yeah. I see future in Africa. Oh, yeah. People of Biafra. See light shining on the world. Oh, yeah.
What's that marathon? We're not fighting each other. We know where we're going. We're going to get Biafra. There is nothing anybody can do about it. Absolutely nothing. Nothing. I need them to understand this. We've crossed the Rubicon, the point of no return. There is nothing anybody can do. If I'm alive, if I'm dead, if I'm wherever I may be, Biafra will come. If I'm dead, it's even better because it will come far more quicker. I can assure you. If Biafra is fighting for you, no one will touch your property. If you're fighting alone, you're bound to lose it. So Biafra is the best. We will become the 16th member country of ECOWAS. If Nigeria doesn't release those properties, then we'll take them to court and we'll get them back. Even twice the value. The Jews had investments all over the world. Most of the priceless artifacts and paintings belonged to many families in Germany. It was stolen by the Nazi Party. Do you know that? Eventually, they got everything back with compensation on top of it. That's what we're going to do. If you touch our investments, we'll come back for you, and we'll know where we can get it from. So there is nothing for anyone to worry about. It's only if I'm not stopping you from being a Nigerian. If you are born on the streets of Lagos and you want to be a Lagosian and your name is Adama, oh, well and good. There's no problem.
Onye si na akata anya ahụhụ ma ọ bụ na anyị fe arụsị anyị wee na-efe arụsị mgbe were iwe gị na ọmụma gị wee bịa leta anyị ụmụ anyị wee na-anwụsị ụfọdụ nọ n'ụzọ ije ha anaghị alọta ụlọ ọzọ nne na nna wee na-ata ahụhụ wee na-ata ikikere eze nwaanyị kunye ka ọ gaa ubi gaa rụọ ọrụ Fulani chiri ehi bata ebe ala gị n'iyi okwu ebepụ ya isi anyị pụta anyị kpọpụ onye nwe anyị n'ugwu Awụsa ahụ ejide anyị wee gbuo ihe ọbụla anyị mara aka n'ime ha si maka ha gaa n'ihu elekwa ọdụ ụgbọ mmiri n'igwe ọcha bụ ememiri ọhịa nke dị na Kalaba otu aka ahụ anyị na-ala nsọ ebe Biafra bụ ndị kọstọm sokwenye anyị n'etiti anyị anọghị n'ime mmiri kama kọstọm juru ebe niile ha wee na-ata anyị ahụhụ anyị kwuo ekwesịpụta anyị ka kpọchie anyị kwuo ekwesịpụta anyị ka gbagbuo anyị onye nwe anyị na Chineke na nke bi n'igwe ọ bụ ụzọ dị agha ka isi wepụ ndị iro anyị n'anya wee karịa ndị nke gị akwa anyị bụ ụmụ Chineke akwa ọba aha anyị ka anyị na-aza akwa ọba anyị nwe na-aza ike Chukwu akwa ọba anyị nwe na-aza amara Chineke akwa ọba anyị nwe na-aza Chisom akwa ọba anyị nwe na-aza Chizoba nna nke dị nsọ onye ime eluigwe dịka otu onye iro dị na nyebe ụmụ gị bịa ka iwe zọpụta anyị bịa ka iwe napụta anyị n'aka ọjọọ ihe bịa ka iwe lụọrọ anyị ọgụ bịa ka iwe dịtụ ozu ọgụgụwa mgbe emilere Goliath Chineke nna nke igwe ruo ememiri Fero sikwa otu a mee ka Fero ka ọ guzo n'ihu ụmụ ndị anyị bi obi ka o wee taa akọkọ igiri ụtọ ọzọ ị ga na-edu anyị n'ụzọ niile nke ezi omume ọ bụla adịghị na anyị na-aga ndagwurugwu onyinye ọnwụ ọ bụbụ nwa bụ ekekere n'igwe n'ụwa nwunye ọbụla kere gị n'oge malite n'oge ọgwụgwụ kama anyị onwe anyị gwa anọkwa ahụ ofu ụbọchị anyị ga-anwụ n'ezie kama ma akpọ na okwu gị na-anọgide ego mgbe ebighị ebi ọ bụ ya mere anyị ji were gị n'anya isi anyị wee na-asị nna nke dị nsọ bịa ka iwe gosi anyị Biafra na ndụ na abụghị n'ọnwụ bịa ka iwe na-ekebe gị na amara gị wee kpuchiri anyị ka uwe bịa ka iwe zọpụta ndị nke gị bịa ka iwe mee ka Biafra wee bịa ka anyị na-ewetụta na nsọpụrụ na ịja mma site n'aha gị onye bụ Chukwu nke abịama.
Welcome. Thank you for joining. Like and share to other platforms, share to family and friends. We are here still on the update for the 1 million march of Nnamdi Kanu. It was a very huge success. The 1 million march was a very huge success. People turned out in numbers and it was amazing. So as I promised that I was going to come back to give you update on the 1 million march, that is what we are going to do. As quick as possible, we are going to run it so that you can see some events that happened, some that you have not been able to see. I know you must have seen many. So let us look at it together once again.
I came here for Amba today. My name is Weaponization, and I'm a friend of Nnamdi Kanu. I'm also a friend and lover of justice. And I came here today against all odds to come and ask that Tinubu must free Nnamdi Kanu. Tinubu has to also free Nnamdi Kanu. We want them when they go to support us to send Nnamdi Kanu to jail. That he can never stand. And they have now understood, but they have not learned their lessons yet. We are not here to make no speeches. I came here to identify with all of you in Abba and all over Nigeria and all over the world. That until Oye becomes home, we are not stopping.
It's interesting, we saw what happened. You saw that the military are very much around there. You see the zoological military, they're packed there. You see them surrounded everywhere. But I thank Chukwu Okike that at least they are not yet firing. We didn't hear of any casualty yet, though we saw some people that got injured also. And you know the zoo will always be the zoo. But at least Abia State is a little bit better. Abia State is a little bit better than other states in Nigeria. You can't compare it to Anambra State or Enugu State or Imo State to hold a massive rally that is more than 1 million march. People came from all parts of the country. You see Omoyo Shore and some other people that came from different places and they joined. It is a very successful protest. Very, very successful. The 1 million march was very successful and it's worth applauding. It's worth applauding. No matter what happens, no matter how it is worth applauding. And we applaud everybody that has been able to attend. We applaud everyone that played a part in this very protest. We applaud everybody. And we thank you all for your effort. We are in solidarity with Mazin Nnamdi. We are in solidarity. No matter what happens, no matter the attack, we will continue to do what we have to do. So, everyone was there, and we are going to bring it, those ones that we saw, so that you can be able to get into it and also understand what transpired.
This is Area Junction, the people protesting here and the people who are requesting and pleading to the world to cut Nnamdi Kanu's head, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, who was illegally sentenced to life imprisonment on the 20th of November. So the people protesting. This is so and Simon. So addressing the world, showing their fidelity to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the Muslim of Biafra. Is addressing people in our bad state.
So you have seen it. It was a very huge success. And we continue to show different parts, different areas where we cut some videos so that you can be able to follow. You know, we have to show you on different angles. You can see that guy, he's always in the front and talking. This is smart man for ultimate fear. You see, there will always be the zoo. At the end of the day, they still end up in shooting the tear gas. They still end up in shooting the tear gas because Nigeria is a zoo. No matter how you try to manage them, they will always behave like the zoo that they are. Innocent protesters, you didn't see anybody fighting anybody. They were just singing and protesting, asking for the freedom of mass in Nnamdi Kanu. And I hope the Abia State governor is looking at this. I hope the Abia State governor is seeing what is happening. Because he will be held accountable. If anything happens to anybody, the IPOB will come after him.
Because it says all the time, listen to me. For a freedom fighter, there are three places of abode. The first is prison. Second is exile. The worst is graveyard. But today, we are going to send our oppressors to the graveyard so that we can enjoy freedom. That freedom in the southeast. We don't deserve soldiers who are killing people. We don't deserve soldiers and police who have no respect for human rights. Every evil man just wants to do his business and be successful. There is no reason for us to be treated as the scum of the earth in our own country. We have problem and we don't hide it. If you don't want us to be part of the country, leave us alone. Justice is the only way. Respect is the only way. Fundamental human rights is the only way. Equality is the only way. Equity is the only way. Somebody cannot be a terrorist in Sokoto and you lay out red carpet for them. And you call the freedom fighters of the Southeasterners a terrorist. Whereas they are sending money to terrorists as we speak. Terrorists are on TikTok in Nigeria. They are being given away. Bandits are hugging soldiers. They are calling it understanding. Kidnappers are taking over the country. But the people who are only asking for justice using their fists have become the enemy of our country. We shall never let that to continue.
Shore has said it, and his words are true. But are they listening? Are they listening? They are not listening. Instead, they attack the protesters as always. For how long are we going to be facing these attacks? They will always behave like the zoo that they are. See? They will always behave like the zoo that they are. Just when you think they will behave like normal, they will show you that they are the zoo, that they come from the zoological republic. Just when you think that they are going to be normal, they will show you exactly what they are made of. But I thank you, God, that is success. I thank everybody who were able to attend this very mass protest, 1 million march. I thank everybody that have participated. We have respected it. And the people have done what they're supposed to do. Everyone that attended this very program need to be commended. It is not easy. And we thank Chukwu Okike that we did not record any death. At least, not yet. We didn't hear news of anybody that was shot dead. But we know that they shot their tear gas, as always. We heard about the shooting of tear gas. But we thank Chukwu Okike that no life was lost. We have not heard of any lost life. But as always, the zombie will always do what they are known to do as zombies. When they tell them to move, they move. People that have no respect for humanity, they have no respect for anybody. All they care is about their self and their wicked ideology. But I thank Chukwu Okike who gave the Biafran people the spirit and strength to be resilient, who gave us the power to continue to stand strong, even in the face of all the propaganda and the blackmail, even in the face of all the attacks, in the face of all the evil that they are doing. Biafrans have refused to give up. We continue to march on. We continue to move on. As they continue to do their evil, as they continue to manipulate themselves, we refuse to back down. We refuse to back down. And the Biafran people have continued to do what they have to do to make sure that their voice is heard. No matter how difficult it is, no matter how hard it has become, the Biafran people are standing tall. We are not running away from our responsibilities. We don't allow our enemies to laugh at us. We do not allow the propagandists to succeed. As they continue to push their propaganda, we continue to face them on, to continue to speak wherever you are. This is the time to call the attention of the international community. How are you going to do that? You are not going to do that by running away. You are not going to do that by hiding. You are going to do that by coming out anytime you hear about a protest. 1 million march. You must be there. Just like this call that was made. It is a call that worth answering. And I thank you, Okike. There are many Biafrans answered that call. Biafrans answered the call in mass. Biafrans did not shy away from that responsibility. That is what we are known for. We did what we are known for because we are not cowards. We have never been, and we will never ever be. No matter how they try to make us look like cowards, we will never ever accept to be that coward that they want us to be. So, my fellow Biafrans, our freedom is in our hand. At this time that we have the opportunity to express ourselves, we must have to. International attention is needed. How are we going to draw the international attention? It is not by fear. It is not by running away. It is by coming out whenever there is a call like this one. Whenever a call is made, we must come out and answer that call. because the world is watching. They're watching and they want to know what we will do. They want to see what our response is. And we must show them that yes, we are prepared and ready. We must not act like cowards. We must not run away from our responsibilities. We must always take the front seat, no matter how hard it is. I know it is not easy. Anybody that tells you it is easy is a joker. It is a very big challenge, a terrible one, more especially when you are dealing with the people we are dealing with. You and I know what the zoo is made up of. A place where they do not respect human rights. They don't respect human rights. But I thank you, Kabiyama, for people who make the commitment of coming out, regardless of the challenges. Shore, we appreciate you. Shore and other people that came from Yoruba land to join, we appreciate it. Some idiot will come and say, oh, he's doing it for relevance, he's doing it for politics. Why don't you come and do your own politics? That criminal woman that called herself, what they call Lola Neka. Lola Neka is not here. Lola Neka, a politician, a political figure they put to come and destroy IPOB. Today, the person they bought over to destroy IPOB is Lola Neka. She didn't come to this very protest, but I saw her in one of the stations. She was in one of the stations condemning this protest. I watched it, I was so angry. I can't even play the video here. That woman, Lola Neka, who claimed that she's fighting for Biafra, you say you're not a member of IPOB, but every time you carry IPOB issue in your head, creating division and distraction. That Lola Neka that Nigerian government have employed, I can bet you Nigerian government is one that employed that woman to help them to bury IPOB finally. And that is what she's doing. Today, she's promoting IPOB Nigeria. Even when this woman with her own mouth said that Nnamdi Kanu told her that DOS has compromised, she said it in her video, which I have played here. Later, she began to deny it. She denied it that Nnamdi Kanu did not tell her that DOS compromised. But she said it in the station. When she went to make when she went to the to Retraction station where she in VOP, she said that Nnamdi Kanu told her that some of the DOS are compromised. When she asked Nnamdi Kanu why is he working with Avid and other people, why not to work with DOS? And Nnamdi Kanu told her they are compromised. Since then, this woman is still fighting against the family of Nnamdi Kanu, fighting against all the lawyers. Today, she's blackmailing Aloy Ejimako. The worst thing is that that woman doesn't know anything about Biafra struggle. She didn't know what transpired. I don't know where that woman came from and begin to cook up stories that doesn't exist. She's accusing Aloy Ejimako of being the one that jailed Nnamdi Kanu. Ask me how. This woman did not know that it was Aloy Ejimako. Aloy Ejimako is the only lawyer that won case for Nnamdi Kanu single-handedly. The extraordinary rendition that they are using for the case of Nnamdi Kanu, it was Aloy Ejimako that introduced it. Credit to Aloy Ejimako. Even when Aloy Ejimako brought that on the table, the Ejiofor refused. Ejiofor refused. Today, Lola Neka is working with Ejiofor, the same Ejiofor that was in charge of killing members of the ESN. Ejiofor, working with Nigerian government, fought against Nnamdi Kanu, but this Lola Neka today is promoting Ejiofor. claiming that it was his Jofo and also coming. That one case for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, a lie from the pit of hell. A lie. What gave to the winning of the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was the case Aloy Ejimako won in Abia State High Court. It was Aloy Ejimako that won the case. First of all, Aloy Ejimako was the person that won the case in Abia State. And then when they came to the court in Abuja, they now presented that case that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has really won the case in Abia State about the attack in his house. When they were saying that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu jump bail, everywhere jump bail. The person that destroyed that very case of jump bail was Aloy Ejimako. I don't know where this Lolo Neka is coming from the pit of hell. This is the new eye of the government in IPOB is Lolo Neka. That Lolo Neka who says she's fighting for Igbo, I don't know the kind of Igbo she's fighting for. I don't know the kind of Igbo Lolo Neka is fighting for. I don't know the kind of Igbo she's fighting for. This woman is bent on attacking the personality of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Today in the studio where I saw her, she was just spilling nonsense in her mouth. How Mazi Nnamdi Kanu family have turned the struggle to their own personal property. How Mazi Nnamdi Kanu family is extorting money. That damaging the image of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is what she's doing today. And in the other hand, she's promoting the people that are working for Nigerian government that we all know. We have been in this issue before this woman came from nowhere and began to talk rubbish. IPOB is not Nigerian government. IPOB is not an Igbo cause. This woman from nowhere come today and she begin to tell story of something she doesn't know about. I don't know where she come. She didn't know how IPOB started. She didn't know what transpired between Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Mazi Simon Ekpa. She didn't know the battle that transpired between the DOS and Mazi Simon Ekpa. She never knew anything. And the government just brought her to work with IPOB in Nigeria, Chike Doziem and China Samoru that are working with Nigerian government. This Chike Doziem and China Samoru that this woman is supporting are the same people that we are sent to attack and destroy Biafra. They were the ones who were using some of the ESM members to kill Biafrans, to kill innocent people. And some of them that were arrested confessed. I have played their confession here. Where one person that was captured said that it is the DOS that is sponsoring them. There has never been any video of anybody captured, and he said Mazi Simon never sent him. If you have seen any such video, please come and show me. There has never been any video anywhere where somebody will come out and say Mazi Simon Ekpa sent him on any mission. But we have videos where China Samoru, Chike Doziem were mentioned by a criminal that was captured, who they were using, who claimed to be ESN. And he said that the most funniest thing is that he said that their camp is at the back of police station. Their camp is at the back of police station. All these informations are in the public. Excuse me. But still, you see this woman that call herself Lol or whatever. She continued to promote these criminals. Every time she continued to promote them. Even today, she is speaking against this very protest. Even today, she is speaking against this protest. It is so sad. It is so sad. I don't know what the intention of that woman is, but every day she is showing us that she's being paid to destroy IPOB. Patakata. She is paid to destroy IPOB and she's working tirelessly to do that. And some idiots are falling into her trap because our people are too emotional. She started with their Igbo message. Igbo said, Igbo that, and you thought that she was there for you. You thought that she was there for you. But at the end of the day, look at what she's doing. Look at what she is doing. Destroying. Even when Mazen Nankan have won her, don't speak for me. Mazen Nankan made it clear, my lawyers will speak on my behalf. But what is she doing? She is still going everywhere. She is still going everywhere, talking against the IPOB. And some people think it is just a story. It is not a story. This is real. This is real. That woman has come to destroy and to kill. And they are bankrolling her very well. They are bankrolling her. That is why she can't stop. Every day she comes out. Even today, of 1 million march, she's still talking against Mazen Nandekan. She's speaking against Mazen Nandekan. How else, what else do you need to hear for you to know that that woman is working for the enemy? Do you need a prophet to tell you? Do you need a prophet to tell you that that woman is working for the enemy? But some of us will still behave as if it doesn't matter. It matters so. It matters so much. That was how Ejiofor was there. Ejiofor was there deceiving all of you. Ejiofor was there deceiving all of you. And you thought he was a member of IPOB because you are too emotional. Your emotion made you blind yourself. You were so blind that you could not see the danger. It was Mazen Simon that was shouting, Ejiofor, 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 the eye of the government. Ejiofor, the eye of the government. Until Mazen shouted and the Ejiofor was exposed. Was exposed. Today, they have employed another person. They have employed Lolon Nega. Lolon Nega now is the new Ejiofor. She is the new Ejiofor working for the Nigerian government, trying to tarnish the image of Mazen Nnamdi and Mazen Simon Ekpa. Everything that supports Mazen Nnamdi that is genuine by the side of Mazen, she's fighting it. Go and listen to her, what she says in her platforms. It's a shame. I pity her because her disgrace is going to be worse than that of Udele. Her own disgrace is going to be worse. Because she will not have the chance to repent. A mother, for that matter. If you don't know what to say, why not you keep your mouth shut? Who invited you? Nobody invited you into the trouble. You said it that you're not a member of IPOB. Why wouldn't you keep your mouth shut and let us do what we are doing? Why are you working against Mazen Nnamdi Kanu? Why? Why are you working against Mazen Nnamdi Kanu today? The people that took innocent life are the people you are supporting. That's who you are supporting. The people that took innocent life. They are the people we are supporting. There has never been anybody arrested or anywhere that came out to tell us that they are. Look at the people she's supporting. These are the people that Nneka is supporting. People, look at them.
It's I would call him he's a comrade. Not that he's a comrade. And the reason why Nduewo is a comrade.
These are the people he's supporting.
But upon no way if someone may bear the consequences of your actions. Now, always something almost one of us. I'm a very close friend of mine. Very, very close. And I'm always man. I'm wash when I found a few days ago. I went about the picture of one age man VSS for some period of time now. And I went about a demand for immediate release of one age man. And the reason why I do a demand for immediate release of one age man, it's not as if we can give a total account of if anyone
you see? You can't give account.
Said we are going to do
how can you give account
of security in our pledge? So, the IPOB member, any or not IPOB leadership, my everything in them. They put ESN, any or IPOB leadership. Now, wanting to Mali everything.
Oh, really?
Now, I want to go online now on page one of our comrades. Yeah, he's a comrade, and I respect him and very, very close to me. Very, very close to me. And it's man put somebody in there where, though I'm not much about it, but somebody in there where kind of comrade, discussion. Now, over one thing, anytime one is phone and my share my own home.
That was the one of the idiots that this woman is supporting, confessing there. One of their killer squad, Ejima, was arrested by the police, who confessed and said that they have their camp at the back of police station. I'm looking for that video. I can't find the video. So that I can play the video so that people can see the people that Lolo Nneka is supporting. Every time she come and tell you DOS, you see one of them. This is one of the DOS she's supporting. That's one of the DOS that said they cannot defend anywhere. And he's here confirming that they arrested one of their men. And he's trying to deny him. I'm trying to find the video where that idiot that was arrested was confessing and called them that they were the people sponsoring him by name. Lolo Nneka doesn't see that one. Lolo Nneka doesn't see that one. But she is busy attacking Mazi Simon Eba, attacking Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, attacking everybody that supports Mazi Nnamdi Kanu genuinely. She's attacking the person. What a shame. What a shame. A very big shame. I wish I can get that video. If I cannot get that video today, maybe tomorrow I'm going to do a program on it. I will find the video and play it so that you can see the people that Lolo Nneka is supporting. The people that she supported. They are the ones that sponsored the hired killers. All those people that committed evil that they are accusing Mazi Simon Eba, they are the people Lolo Nneka is supporting. They are the people working with her. And we have evidence. I have evidence. I have evidence. I have evidence. And we are going to continue to bring those evidence for the world to see. But these are the people that this woman is supporting. These are the people she's supporting. Every time she come online, she'll be talking about them. Every time she will be attacking Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, attacking Mazen Simon Ekpa, attacking the lawyers, attacking the family of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. That is all she does. Who is she working for, if not Nigerian government? Who again is she working for? It's not for Nigerian government. And we know that that is who she's working for. But I bet you she is going to end in a very big shame. She will end in a very big shame. And I must get that video. And when I get that video, I will play it. I will play it for the world to see and know what is going on. Because we cannot just overlook certain things. We cannot pretend these things are not happening when they are happening. We will continue to expose all their evil. We will continue to expose all their propaganda, all their blackmail, all the nonsense they are doing. We will continue to expose them. And we will never allow them to sweep anything under the carpet. Never. Never. Today, why people are protesting for Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, that woman, that evil woman is busy talking against the protest. I appreciate every one of you, and let us go to their media to see what they have. Before then, I thank everybody that was part of this very protest today. Everyone that attended, I appreciate every one of you. I can't thank you enough. You all did a very wonderful job. You represented, and Mazen Nnamdi Kanu will be proud of all of you. In the same manner, on the 5th of August, let us do the same thing in Finland. 5th of August, let the Biafrans do the same thing in Finland for Mazen Simon Ekpa. A million march in Finland. On that court day, let there be up to 1 million people. We have more than 1 million people in Europe. Any place you are, no matter the group you belong, come to Finland on the 5th of August for the case of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, Mazen Simon Ekpa. And support the legal fair, support the legal. The international lawyer is very important. Anybody that tells you that international lawyer is not important is a criminal. International lawyer is important. Mazen Simon Ekpa, our prime minister, cannot be using pro bono lawyer. He is above that. He cannot be using pro bono lawyer. That was why they could not be able to admit any evidence from Mazen Simon Ekpa. They could not admit, even one evidence was not admitted. They judged Mazen Simon Ekpa based on their own informations. They did not admit any evidence because there was no international law to press on his fundamental human rights. Finland just decided to do everything by themselves. And they swept Mazen Simon Ekpa under the carpet, giving the kangaroo judgment. But on this 8th of August, it can never be the same. Every one of us should support the legal fee to get an international lawyer who have been gotten already. The international lawyer is already available and the contact is here. If you want to reach out to him, you want to confirm about him, you want to make inquiry, make a call and make inquiry. This is not about a group. It is not about one person. It's not about any group, any society. It is about the entire Biafran people. It's about Master Simon Ekpa. I don't care what your orientation is. I don't care the group you belong. I don't care whatever you think you know. What I care about is the freedom of my leader, Master Nnamdi Kanu and Master Simon Ekpa. Anything that will lead to their freedom, I support it 1,000%. Anything that is for their freedom, I support it 1,000%. Let us check their media and see the update they have in their media today before we round up the program. Every one of us, continue to do what you know you can do. There is always something that you can do. There is always something that every one of us can do. So whatever you know you can do, please continue to do that. Don't give up. Don't be discouraged. No matter what you hear, no matter what you see, remain strong. Remain strong. They will try to discourage you by all means necessary. Don't allow anybody to discourage you. We must continue until our freedom is signed and sealed. Let us hear what they have to say in this their program.
Viewers, let's begin what's trending with this deeply disturbing video, which has emerged online showing a man identified as Adegoke, surrounded by gun-wielding terrorists in the middle of a forest, pleading desperately with the public to help raise a staggering 100 million naira ransom to rescue his freedom. Adegoke says he was abducted just last Friday on his way to Sokoto and has offered his brother's contact number to solicit any help they can get. Let's take a look.
Thank you, my brothers and sisters. My name is Adegoke. I was on my way on Saturday, the 6th of March 2026 to Sokoto while I was apprehended on the way. And the ransom has been set at 100 million naira. Please, brothers and sisters, I'm begging and pleading that you guys should please help me so that I can leave this place alive. The people have granted me the promise that if, as long as the ransom is paid, they will allow me to go. Please, I am begging. Help me with whatever you can so that I can leave this place alive. Please, and if you want to reach out, you can reach out to my brother on 080 62 13 0806213 2289. Please, and get further information from him. I beg you all, please. Help me.
Right, this is distressing to watch and, heartbreaking to imagine. Adegoke's brother, Tunde, can be reached on the number on your screens right there. But beyond one man's desperate plea, this video is a damning reminder of the shocking level of lawlessness and brazenness that terrorists now operate with in Nigeria in broad daylight on public roads with no fear whatsoever. Rufai, you were saying you were speaking with this young man's brother. This is not the first sort of video that we have seen like this. I remember we took another video like this. Thankfully, the young man was rescued. I believe he was a young Afenifere leader at one point as well. We saw another video.
That was how I advocated.
Yes, yes.
You remember, I got in touch with people close to him. And we started, I think we said the story. I said the story over to you.
Yes, we have the story.
This person, I think this person that was an Nigerian or something. We spoke deep in the middle of the night as regards this matter.
Yeah.
Kept on telling me about the family circumstance. Nothing can be done. That please, how can you help us amplify this? They should raise the money. They don't want this person to die. You see, Oji, my biggest fear is not even in raising the money. Just like the NYC guy, after raising the money, some of these people signature. You were saying the other day in Ondo, how they brought out corpses of people that they raised money for to be able to release, as some of them were killed. And that's sense of insecurity. But this insecurity, the larger part is the part of complicity. The complicity of the officials across every security architecture in this country. The massive level of complicity. So what are we going to do? We praise the military, yes, they've been able to take back their base in Goshen. We hear, I think there was an operation as regards that. But cases like this just show the country is not secure.
So what did the brother say when you spoke with him?
Family plights, they don't have the money anywhere to raise.
Where was he going to? Okay, well, where was he going to? From Sokoto? Is he from that area?
No, they said he was making a trip.
Just a road trip? Now,
Yeah.
road trips are
Around that area.
Yeah.
The fact that you can't even travel to anywhere in this country is a cause for concern. Oji, the biggest indictment, government said don't pay ransom, but the fact that we're even putting phone numbers on television so people can crowdsource for ransom
Well,
money.
that's for the security forces as well, just in case they haven't seen that
Oji,
phone
they never
number.
get to do anything about it.
That's the
They
phone number
never
for the
get to do
security
anything
forces.
about it.
Yeah.
So please, if they can reach out to him, look for the way they can coordinate a rescue operation, and
Yes.
this person comes out alive. So at least we can even have a good story to tell.
Dr. Bati, a quick comment from you.
Yeah, I think, we take this type of stories all the time, and it's very saddening. I think that's the word you use. In a country where citizens have right to the dignity of the human person, the affected gentleman, Adegoke, he said he was apprehended. No, you will be apprehended when you commit a felony.
A crime.
That's an arrest. He was abducted.
Look at these guys.
Nobody should be abducted. And you see, priests are not safe. Women are not safe. Young children are not safe. People get abducted all the time. And one of the commitments of the president, who was being quoted this morning and saying he believes in the rule of law, is to make this environment called Nigeria safe for everybody. Can we start making this environment safe for everybody so that people can sleep at home, travel freely, and feel safe within this environment? The second very brief thing that I saw in that thing is there's something they call ICE phone number in case of emergency. Now this gentleman, he was able to recall his brother's number, direct from memory.
Very important.
And I think it's something that all of us should do. At least know the 2-3 numbers.
Yes. How many do you have, Dr. Bati? You have a very photographic memory. I can count. My father knew about 100 numbers.
Yeah.
I'm serious.
So
He knew about 100 numbers.
in this kind of
He didn't have a phone book.
we are not
Just
praying
call
that
this person.
we are not praying that anybody should be abducted. We want a
Yes.
safe country. But it could be some other tight corner, and people need a number, and you don't have your phone. You should be able to call up 3
Yes,
numbers.
I like that point.
That people can
All right.
contact.
All right, so, well, we hope for a safe return for Adegoke. Let's now take this story from Lagos, where a content creator has sparked a nationwide conversation about being verbally and physically attacked for documenting the daily struggles of commuters at the Ikorodu BRT terminal. Ella, the fashionista, a popular TikToker, had been posting a series of videos exposing the long queues and severe bus shortages faced by thousands of Lagos residents trying to get to work every day. Despite receiving threats for her post, Ella kept filming until a woman identified as a transport staff physically assaulted her on camera, threatening to seize her phone if she continued. Let's take a look.
If you want to be content creator, go to garage. Go to garage. I'm telling you, if you want any video to be, I'll consult your phone. I'm not talking. I'm not talking. If you make any video to be, I'm not talking. She said she wants my phone. Okay. Who tell me my phone? Why you don't do my phone? Why you don't do my phone? Why you don't do my phone? Why can't you do my video? You got to be I don't want me to make videos. Do the video. I should not go to that. I should leave my phone. Leave my phone. I don't understand. Trust me now. I don't get to be able to make my video. See the queue, there's no boss. She had the guts to touch me.
Now, this is shocking. This clip shocked users online with thousands sharing their own BRT horror stories In response, and the outcry worked because Lamata, which regulates the Lagos BRT system, has now responded. In a statement, the head of corporate communications at Lamata acknowledged the growing demand for BRT buses and confirmed that the agency is actively working with private sector partners to introduce more buses into the system. They also clarified that the staff member in the video was employed by a private bus operating company and not directly by Lamata. I mean, a swift response from Lamata and a welcome one. But Lagos commuters have heard promises before. The real tests will be those buses actually arriving at the terminals. In the meantime, Ella, the fashionista, deserves credit for her courage because it took one young woman with a phone to force an institutional response that thousands of daily commuters could not. I mean, we got a lot of responses from the story. I mean, the biggest response now is from Lamata promising that there will be buses. I mean, if you follow Ella the fashionista on her TikTok account, she has, been documenting these, bus shortages for a while. That woman, and I don't know if we can just keep playing that woman's face on screen here, assaulting the young woman on camera for expressing her rights. Your thoughts?
Yes, and thank you very much. Even if Lamata has said and they are right because they oversee policy, infrastructure, system regulation, and the concession daily operations of BRT to private companies, some of them are quite notable, they can actually track who this person is because they still have a responsibility on the for the actions of the people that they have given the contract or awarded the contract to. So I hope that in the spirit of fairness and transparency, this woman is identified. We're not asking for her to lose her job, but maybe it also raises a question around training and retraining of staff members and the way that they engage with users. In all honesty, she might just have been an overzealous staff who was trying to protect the interests of our bosses, and it's just aggression. A number of them are not well trained, even in the way they relate with commuters on a daily basis. But yes, you raise a great point. We keep calling on the office of the citizen as being perhaps the most, it should be the most active, the most powerful, influential office in the land because they're the ones who have the votes, the ballot to determine who represents them at subnational or national level. And so to see her take on this role by raising awareness of a challenge that commuters face on a daily basis is commendable. And she did it in a way that a lot of Gen Zs would appreciate and understand through social media. And that's why we say that everyone now is a media practitioner or a reporter because you have eyewitness reports whereby people can use their device to record day-to-day activities. Is it true? Yes, as proven. And I'm glad that Lamata has now come out to say that they are working on this, that they are trying to see how they can make the situation better. This is important because I keep highlighting the fact that the governor came on with the Themes Plus agenda, and the T veterans stands for traffic management and transportation. And in fairness to this administration, they've tried to do a lot of work around infrastructure, ensuring that they are fixing roads, providing alternative means of transport through waterways and through the rail tracks. But it's also important that when there are issues identified, rather than attack or come aggressive or denial, take ownership of the problem and then give a solution on what is being done to work on this. That is responsible leadership, and I'm glad that Lamata has taken that. We're going to track this, and hopefully it will not just be a press statement released to manage the situation, but at the end of the day, that this girl's effort is not in vain, is that we actually see appreciable change in the way that commuters in Lagos are able to move freely and on time. That was the purpose of BRC.
Yes. There's something called citizen journalism.
Yes.
We're in the age of citizen journalism, whereby every individual around has become a journalist, reporting stories with their phones. So this is a classic case of citizen journalism. And there have been many instances in which citizen journalism made a lot of difference, to the extent that in this particular case, this problem has been brought to the attention of the Lagos state government, and the government is saying, we will do something about it. Now, another contest, this lady that is known, she's also known as dark-skinned Ella. Apart from Ella, the fashionista, those are the two handles she uses. The first that I saw from her was on Tuesday. Now, if you look at the time, It's not only in Nigeria that you're having long queues, not just at petrol stations, but also at bus stations. Similar problems have been reported in the Philippines, in Thailand, and in Vietnam.
Yeah.
And this is occasioned by the high cost of fuel and all of that. So the Lagos state government, the BRT operation may be affected as a result of this. But what people expect is how prepared is government, even with this global problem? How can government help the people? Now, why I said citizen journalism has its own peculiar nature. There's something called right to privacy, section 37 of the 1999 Constitution. In that video, there was one woman who was saying, "Don't cover me, oh, don't cover me." Oh. In another instance, there was one man who was covering his face with, a school bag. Now, there are many Nigerians who will not want to be seen, to be queuing up to join BRT, but maybe they've told their prospective girlfriend that they have a Mercedes Benz. Always to be publicly exposed. And section 37 says you are entitled to communicational privacy, physical privacy. If you are jumping and what it advertised. But that's just the gray area.
I also read something in the Cybercrime Act about filming in public as well. Even if you're a journalist, if you
take consent. Consent is granted.
I advise our viewers to actually read that part of the Cyber Act.
That is the legal aspect of it that people have to worry about.
That people have. Well, thank you for that,
So
Dr.
if the man has been telling the girl, I will buy you Mr. Biggs. I will take you to my Mercedes. Go and expose it.
Well, the Lagos State Commissioner for Information, Briga Omoto, just sent in a video message saying Ella and I are in touch. Our officials have been in touch with her, and they're working with private operators who are bringing about 7,000 buses. Great news. Kudos to Ella. Well, let's take another story now. There's a dramatic new twist in the Umahi Ohiri controversy, as Tracy Ohiri, the woman who accused the Minister of Works, David Umahi, of making sexual advances towards her and owing her over 300 million naira for campaign materials, has now gone on camera to publicly retract every allegation she made against the minister. Let's take a look.
After proper consultation with my family, friends and legal team, and a painstaking review of events of the past weeks, I have come to the conclusion that it's important we give peace a chance. I apologize to Engineer Deacon David Umahi for the embarrassment this allegation may have caused him and his family. I admit that Engineer Deacon David Umahi, the former governor of the Boy State and the current Minister of Works, did not inform me that what happened to Nnamdi engineers would happen to me if I visit Ebonyi State. I do not know the Nnamdi engineers except what I read about them on the internet and what I heard from people. I never said Engineer Deacon David Umahi tied towel to meet me in a hotel room. I apologize if the allegations have been magnified and taken out of context. My family and I have decided to move on and face our lives and business. On the issue of the contract, I admit there was no formally signed agreement between Deacon David Umahi and I. Although the job was done and delivered to his aides, they might have used the material for campaign purposes without informing him and without him knowing about it. I apologize sincerely for any misgivings that this might have cursed.
All right, fine. From explosive allegations to a public retraction, this has been one of the most dramatic sagas in recent memory. Ohiri claimed in her retraction there that she never accused Umahi of tying a towel to meet her in a room. But there is video evidence. Let's take a look.
All the while we went to the States, this man never gave me money for fuel. He never gave us accommodation. I need to pay in his hotel. Also, I to pay money in his hotel for myself and my staff. During the time he asked us to stay in his house. The man did not allow me to sleep. He tied one of his words and came into my room and was pestering me. I have to tell him, okay, wait, let me give my staff a cargo. I ran away from the place. When the post and enter my staff room and they locked it, that was why I slept because of the training to manage disturbance.
All right, Rufy on fire. You have a lot to say.
I have a lot to say about this matter. Number one, she's done this video, and apparently from that video, it shows that she was reading from somewhere. We'd like to know the back end, and I'm talking as an investigative person now. We'd like to know the back end. We'd like to know what the script was like, because obviously at some point the paper moves, because I've seen the video a couple of times. All the things she's not denying, all of the things she said before. So what is really going on? Is it that she has selective amnesia?
We don't know. I'm not her medical.
No, I said, is it that she has selective? I'm not saying she's a rhetorical question. You don't answer a rhetorical question, actually. Does she have
really? I didn't know that. Thank you. Professor Rufai, for educating me on national television. I was just, even I thought the same thing.
Does she have selective amnesia?
Even I thought the same thing.
For her to now come now and all the things she said before, the evidence she brought out, as regards a text message sent before now. There's a show called Kai Truth's Podcast that she went on about 6 days ago, where she called 2 or 3 of us members of staff that did bear witness. One of them bore witness to the incident, how she ran into the room to come and meet them that day when she said, that she was running away from Umahi. Is it that all of that is not true or valid? The next point will be, what now happens to the defamation case? Does it mean that the case is out of court? Thirdly, the money she claimed she's being owed, does it mean that she's forgotten the money or she didn't pay? So those are the questions we are asking. And those are the questions that she now has to answer. Because it doesn't fall on Lumai again. It falls on Tracy herself. If she has a vote fast all of a sudden, then it makes mockery of all what she said. And I think she should be taken up now. She must be pressed to be able to give us details of all that transpired. She cannot just take Nigerians on a 360-degree vote fast and say all of this without us knowing what transpired at the back end. And it's best she speaks, because our integrity or our personality is damaged forever.
All right.
So we must be
harassment, because this was a big part of this. Yes, where she made allegations of sexual harassment by the minister. And the argument for this is that when you retract statements like that, or you make flippant statements like that, you invalidate women who are going through the same thing. Yes. And that's why they'll laugh and say everybody brings up sexual harassment. And I recall that when she did, some people were saying that, how do you prove it? Every woman is coming to say this. And it's insulting to others who have a serious case around her. That's why I believe that either she's further proved or she faces penalties. So anyone who falsely accuses anybody should also face a penalty. Because if not, this is a big issue. You should not make light of issues that are facing Nigerian women and women across the world and then bandy it around, come with pictures. Because there was also a general that never met Tracy before. She came with picture evidence that they actually have interactions before. Where does that all go? This is the picture. Oh, really? Yeah, I don't said it. I don't said it was it's a rhetorical answer. You don't question it. It's a rhetorical answer. But anyways, can I say that I am not surprised, because I have, last week we had seen videos of her actually retracting some of the allegations she's made against other people. We actually played it a couple of weeks ago on What's Trending. So I'm not actually surprised. I was expecting this sort of retraction to occur.
Well, all right. Let's just take it at face value.
Well, I have my opinion.
It might be dangerous.
I have my opinion.
I mean, I'm just saying, you have your opinion.
I have my opinion. Rufy on fire. Go ahead.
That's just it.
Doesn't make your opinion valid either. So make sure that you know that, so that whenever you express an opinion, know that it's
doesn't make your valid, but that's just in nature. It's not something that
I have my opinion.
But
Rufy, what's the issue? I have my opinion.
There's no issue.
I will say it again. I have my opinion. Why are you arguing? What is this?
Go ahead. It's okay.
No, but what is this? What is the argument?
Please.
No, but what is the argument about?
1 minute.
Go ahead.
I say dating speaks for itself.
It does. What is the big deal?
When the story came up, I had raised issues about flying the kite, about gender narrative, and also about a woman finding herself in a compromised position. The basis of the evidence presented before us then. Now, later that same day, I saw all kinds of nincompoofs accusing me on social media, saying I wasn't defending the woman. But now the woman has used her own mouth to retract whatever she said publicly, and the thing is everywhere. The question to ask is that it's not only Minister Umahi that she has to apologize to. All the other people that she has abused and hiring social media rats to abuse those persons, including my good self, she also owes us an apology.
She had rats for abuse.
But yes, she did. Of course.
You have evidence. She had rats.
I have evidence. I have
You also said that you are investigating journalists.
She was
He also said that he saw that they were reading in a prompter. You said you thought that she was reading.
Look at her eyeline.
Now, the thing to now ask is do we have it on record that Minister Umahi has now accepted the apology?
We don't know.
We can say all we can say, but I think we would like to know if the minister has now said, "Oh, I've accepted your apology." Defamation case, I've instructed my lawyer to come and withdraw. That's the remaining part of the story.
All right, very well said, very well said. Roofie on fire. Devil shaker. Well, all right. Now to politics. With Nigerians reacting to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu declaring himself as a die-hard Democrat, the president made this striking admission at the State House Interfaith Ramadan and Lent-breaking a fast in Abuja on Tuesday, telling political leaders that the game of democracy is only sweet when you are winning. Tinubu defended his decision to sign the Electoral Act, saying he submitted to the principle of rule of law despite reservations. Let's take a look.
I signed the Electoral Act. I have no choice. I don't want to throw the country into turmoil of argument of. There is an overwhelming majority by the National Assembly that passed the law. If I have serious question or reservation about it, I will have raised it, but I have not. I submitted myself to the principle of rule of law, democracy. I signed. The rest is history. We meet at the boards. The game is sweet. Only when you are winning. It's all right. We must accommodate one another. We must help one another. We must strengthen the platform. But democracy is it? Yes. There must be peace, stability, and commitment to rule of law.
The game is sweet only when you are winning. Candid words from President Tinubu. But Nigerians on social media are asking, what about those who are losing? Democracy, they say, must be sweet for everyone, not just for victors. Meanwhile, a video making the rounds on social media showing a woman at a Renewed Hope Ramadan palliative distribution event holding a campaign poster and declaring that all those saying President Tinubu will not get a second term will, in her words, die an untimely death. The distribution event, organized under the Renewed Hope Initiative and spanning all 36 states, is aimed at providing relief packages to vulnerable Nigerians during the Ramadan and Lent season. Let's take a look. Well, this video has sparked a fierce debate on social media, with many asking whether this is what democracy looks like in 2026. Some have described it as vote buying and weaponization of poverty ahead of 2027. A bag of rice and a curse on your critics. Well, while palliatives are welcome, but when relief packages come with campaign posters and political loyalty, Nigerians have every right to ask who
this is really for. You saw that video, you saw that curse. Of course, I know that you guys discussed the fact that President Tinubu said that he's a die-hard Democrat. Your thoughts?
Okay, I made the thoughts on earlier, but let me say that the picture of that one, that video of that woman shows the problem and some of the significant challenges that we face in Nigeria, one of which is poverty, the second of which is education. Let me just say, though, that every Nigerian has a right to support anyone they feel like, for whatever reason. However, it would be better if the reason for a choice is informed, especially from a place of, awareness, education. I think that's very important. I can't take the right of any Nigerian to decide on what to vote, and I don't think anyone should persecute or shame anyone for the reason why they are voting for somebody. However, what we must fix is poverty. Because poverty has become a weapon in the hands of politicians. That's why someone will get 5,000 naira and be willing, or 500 naira in some cases, and be willing to mortgage their future based on that amount of money. Somebody will get a pack of food who has not eaten well in the last 3 years and get one box of food and decide that, hey, this is savior has come. That savior complex based on what people don't have or lack should end in Nigeria. The other part is, of course, education. Because when you hear people talk about things and you're like, why are you supporting this candidate? The reasons some people give don't make any sense at all. So 2 things here. Number one is that right from primary school, secondary school, Nigerians should be aware of their rights, of what should be, or what their entitlements should be. People who should be living as kings are working as servants and thanking the people who are holding them in enslavement for crumbs falling from their table. That is, that should not happen. And so what I prefer with this stage where people are informed in making their choices. But on the matter of choice, everyone has the right to make a choice.
Well said. I am for president as well, all right. Well, let's head over to Rivers State now to highlight this controversial movement that unfolded during the vetting of commissioner nominees at the Rivers State House of Assembly on Monday, when one nominee, Charity Demua, stunned the chamber by admitting that she had not paid taxes because she's a politician who does not work. Let's take a look.
You say you're a politician, so politicians don't pay tax.
I don't have work.
Okay, you don't have work.
I don't have work. It's when I got donated into the
So since you don't have work, you have not been paying tax or taxes since 2018 to date. That's what you are saying. Is it only when you have work that you get income? You don't have any business?
Mr. Speaker, I think tax is generated from your income.
Were you not paid salary when you were a caretaker committee? You were paid, yes. Is that not income? Or you say you have not had any income from 2018 to date as a politician, so no tax clearance. And that's what you are telling Rivers people. Madam, that is not nice. You are misleading the 10th Rivers State House of Assembly.
I'm sorry, Mr. Speaker, but I think I can say go back for me.
So what you say you have not had any income now?
It's not this. I'm sorry, to be corrected.
Any question?
Then what was later among 4 nominees ultimately rejected by the Assembly. But this exchange has reignited a fierce debate over politicians' accountability and civic duties, with Nigerian taxpayers asking a very simple question. If politicians don't work, what exactly are we funding? Dr. Abati, this video was quite hilarious for me because, obviously she went back to say, I'm sorry, what were you thinking? You're going for a serious screening like this, and then you lie under oath. Your thoughts really quickly.
Okay. Well,
Good news report.
The lawmakers, House of Assembly, they have the power, the right to screen commissioner nominees, which is derived from the Constitution, I think section 192 thereof. However, this particular woman, she was rejected because she couldn't express herself confidently. It was a very ludicrous presentation that she made. She said she didn't have work. And the speaker was able to point out that she even had a certain board appointment. Will you consider that to be work? So I don't pity her at all because the last time she brought in her file the tax evidence that she paid tax was, I think, 1988. And they were asking her, is it that you didn't do any work between 1988? So she was not She was not articulate enough. Now, 3 other persons, there were 4 of them that were rejected by the House. There is this man, Professor Alasia. The issue was about his date of birth, I think. There was also one guy called Tamuno Williams, who was asked to recite the second stanza of the national anthem. And then, I think in his own case, it was, it was rejected because he was accused of having criticized the House of Assembly during that problem between the governor and the House of Assembly. Now, Section 39 grants him freedom of expression. Yes. Tamuno Williams, yes, he doesn't have to support the House of Assembly. He doesn't have to support anybody. But he has the right to express an opinion. And you don't reject him on the basis of that, if he meets other conditions. However, this Miss Denwa, Awu is self-inflicted. But the state government has the power, the right, to also go back to the same to the same House of Assembly and say, please take a second look at these cases, like Tamuno Williams, like the professor, distinguished professor called Professor Alasia, about his date of birth. How many of these are Nigerians know their date of birth? I don't want to mention names of even more distinguished persons.
All right. Shall we take our good news report now? We'll take our good news report now, celebrating Nigerian-American basketball superstar Bam Adebayo of the Miami Heat, who has made history, scoring 83 points in a single game.
Thank you so much for watching. Wherever what you have seen, what your Nigerian look like. This is what your Nigeria look like. We have to end it here, but before we go, I appreciate everyone that have been part of the program today, the 1 million men march. Tomorrow we are still going to bring report about the after effects, the people that had accidents, the attack. We had that there are some people that we attacked. The army later used their live bullet, and we are going to come tomorrow morning with the details of what transpired today. So try to join us tomorrow morning, like and share this program. Make sure you reach out to every other person that did not see. It is important, and continue to pray for Nnamdi Kanu and Master Sabatawa. Thank you so much for being part of the program. See you again tomorrow morning. Stay blessed.
We need peace, we choose freedom. We need peace, we choose freedom. There was a nation living in peace and unity. Yeah. There are people with love and harmony. Oh, yeah. They saw greatness rise up to its purity. With another people of different culture, a dear heritage, biased and oppressive. Oh, I see. A nation from trigger of Africa, rising with strength and might and power. In due time, nobody gonna praise us. Rather, you all gonna embrace her. With your flag, with your flag, with your flag, with your flag. Oh, yeah. Let the tears of our mothers who lost their children be heard. Let the blood of our heroes speak from now till forever. Let the whole wide world know Biafra is our home. Oh yeah, Biafra is our home. Oh, it's my home. Yeah, Biafra is our home.
I reminisce days way back 1967. Death toll on the block couldn't count them even. Mama screaming, child squealing, pops on the ground. 2.5 years, over 3 million's gone. Why? Cause we asked for our freedom, and we're going back to our sovereign kingdom. They shut us down when we cried, the world said nothing. Sitting back in the crib, watching our suffering. Should I talk about the planes dropping shells like rain? Suka had the first taste of a hero's blood. Abagana Zobuni wave was stronger than flood, but the juke is too strong and fought them off on the chart. Thought the bloodshed's gone, then it came again. 216 and the massacre, it started again. So bloody name, I couldn't cry tears. Blood dripping down my eyes, water in my veins. We died trying to fight the cause and we're trying to break him. It's our freedom, but the world was against us.
Wave your flag over Africa. Welcome people of Biafra. Wave your flag over all the world. See those people of Zion is here.
It is the nation that the Lord has chosen for the people of Zion. It is the nation that the Lord has chosen for the people of Zion.
We need peace, we choose freedom. We need peace, we choose freedom. Let the tears of our mothers who lost their children be heard. Let the blood of our heroes speak from now till forever. Let the whole wide world know Biafra is our home.